is time for the Word on Wall Street. Top investors watching your money. Joining me right now is Citi Investment Associates Senior Vice President and Senior Portfolio Manager Bryce Doty. Stifel Chief Economist Lindsay Piegza is here, and the Fitz-Gerald Group Principal, Keith Fitz-Gerald. Great to see everybody this morning. Thank you so much for being here this Friday morning. Bryce, I guess, Keith, I really want to understand better the exposure of American companies in Russia, because I don't know if there's, a potential landmine here for the major banks. J.P. Morgan Chase and Goldman Sachs said yesterday that they're going to be unwinding their business in Russia following the deadly attacks on Ukraine. Citigroup, of course, is assessing its future presence in Russia as well. All of these companies have pretty sizable businesses there. Your take on what this means for the major banks and whether or not we are going to get a surprise in terms of losses associated with this unwind. What do you think?
You know, that's an interesting question. I'm going to tackle it in reverse. I think the possibility of losses is very real. We simply don't know what the magnitude of those things is. So I'm going to have to look at the executives and say who's got things under control and who likely doesn't. I'm going to go right with Jamie Dimon to the very top. He's the one that's going to have it under control. Citi at the opposite ends of the spectrum has probably got the most exposure because they're doing business most directly with the Russian consumer. So how they unwind exactly, I don't know. It may take years. As I understand it, the banks are moving operations to Dubai or to other areas. There are going to be employees left behind, but I think unwinding all of those relationships is something we simply don't know yet.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're showing the previous closes of the banks, and they were down yesterday with a down market. But this morning, all these banks are up. They're up between 1% and 2% across the board on these banks. Let's not forget, we got a Federal Reserve meeting next week. We are expecting the first of a string of interest rate hikes next week. So we're going to all be watching the banks. Citigroup right now is up 1 2/3%. JPM also higher in the pre-market for that. Bryce Doty, Lindsay Piegza, and Keith Fitz-Gerald. Great to see you all this morning. Thank you so much for this Word on Wall Street.
Hi, it's Keith here. Thanks for checking out today's highlight clip. What'd you think? Did I make sense? Is there something you'd like to add? Make sure you leave a comment down below, and of course, click subscribe to keep up right here on YouTube, or sign up for the email newsletter at the link below. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram for my real-time thoughts on markets, analysis, and a whole lot more.